What's up guys, in today's video I want to share with you my experience on today's trade. Of course you can see right here on my cell phone, my mobile phone, I'm using Forex Factory, which is one of my favorite news provider. Alright, so right here you can see the news we have today on USD. You can see the list of impact news on USD, and this happens to be a regular news that reoccur almost every month. Okay, so having observed this news and go into the detail of the news, I realized that this news is going to drop the value of US dollar. So wherever I have US dollar as the base currency, I knew that it was going to, the trend was going to be bearish, as in the chart will be going down. And then on gold, where US dollar served as the port currency, I knew it was going to spike, it was going to jump. Alright, but I tried to be conscious. I tried to, catch the spike. However, since I was trading with a PropFirm account, I have to be very careful because I have a limited drawdown, about 6% drawdown on $5,000 account. So it was indeed a terrible one for me, a terrible experience. So here is the chart. Here is the live chart. You can see that on this chart I took my buy entry somewhere here, and immediately I placed my stop loss. And unfortunately, because after this spike, after this jump here, I thought it would end right there. I thought it would end where this week on this candle starts, but it went further and kept moving on. So I took some massive loss right here. You can see the whole of this was a massive loss for me. So I had to wait. I had to follow the rules. Okay, so I waited for the market to move up to this point, and then when I began to notice this rejection around here, I took a sell. Alright, I took a 2 sell here, and then when the market dropped down to this level, I changed my lot size and took more entry. And the same thing right here, you can see that I'm on gold, alright, where US dollar serves as a port currency. So I went straight to USD JPY, where US dollar serves as the base currency. Alright, serving as the base currency means that the chart will be going down. Alright, so at this point where rejection starts, I noticed that US dollar will begin to gain its ground. So I took a buy entry around here, and then you can see the outcome of the trade. I'm presently running in profit. Alright, I'm presently running in profit about $239. Alright, and if you look at my previous entry where I took this huge loss, you can see that my profit was minus $192. So I was losing $192. And one of the reasons why I took this amount of losses is because I'm using a PropFirm account, which has a limited daily drawdown. So you can see that most of my trade hit my stop loss because I placed a very tight stop loss. Even some of these ones that I'm in profit, it was a break even, because after my trade got into a profit, I had to bring my stop loss above my entry level. So a little retest I have to hit my stop loss level, and then instead the trade start moving just the way I program it. So that is one thing with a PropFirm account. It is very difficult to manage the account because you must take note of their daily drawdown in order not to hit the daily drawdown. So on this account right here, I'm going to hold this trade. Especially this one on the gold. I'm going to hold it until it gets to this previous level. You can see where I roll a line, this previous resistance level. Alright, this previous resistance level, that is where I'm going to take my close on this chart. All right, that's where I'm going to close my trade. So I will still hold it. You can see that it is going back to retest this level. All right, so I'm going to hold it until it get to that level. That's how to trade a jump. So let me go back and analyze it clearly. All right, so when you have this spike or this jump, first of all, it usually happens when you have a news. All right, so when this spike occur, just wait for it to move on. You can reduce your time frame to 1 minute or to 5 minutes time frame, so as to get the to get what the chart is really doing, to get each candlestick and know what is really happening in the market. So when you do this, you will be able to notice the rejection level. All right, at that point you can make your buy or sell entry depending on the direction of the market. That's exactly what I did here. All right, so initially I was on 30 minutes time frame. All right, so on 30 minutes time frame you won't notice any form of rejection. All right, so you can see that the candle is just a single stick, or it will rather be 2 stick. But when you break it down to 5 minutes or 1 minute time frame, you'll be able to notice what the market is doing, and then immediately you know where to take your entry. So that's how it goes, and today I believe it's a great day for me. See you again in our next video.